Okay, this is for the turnstiles. Open G tuning for a banjo, so the high G, then it goes D, G, D, or excuse me, D, G, B, D. So the chords, that first chord is just a G. So if you think of playing it like a G on a guitar, if you're playing like a bar chord G, like when you form chords on the banjo, you can think of it as the top 4 strings on the guitar, meaning D, G, B, and instead of a high E, you have it a high D. So like for instance, if you were forming a G on a guitar that way, it would be like this, but since your high string is down a whole step, you raise this up 2 frets. So that's how you can think, like, easily transpose chords onto a banjo, is like think of how you form that chord on a guitar and then just think of how you'd modulate that E, the high E, to be something differently. But anyway, so that starts with a G, then an F, and then D, G, F, D, and then it hits C, and then G, D. So it just cycles through those. And so I think he plays it on like a 6-string banjo, and so you can use like a regular guitar pick and do it if you want. If you don't want to do it claw hammer style, you can do like. It's kind of nice to just do like the claw hammer style, and so I do that with like, so I just reserve my thumb for just doing the D string. So I'm just kind of doing that hammer on from the on the D from the 3rd fret to the 5th, and so it's like a hammer on, and you're setting up that G chord. So to show you that G up close, and the F, and that's what the D is like. And then the C, just like a C on guitar, except you gotta raise this up. And so the right hand, you can just kind of do like a little. And so like when I'm doing those strums, I'm just kind of hitting all my fingers on that. And so this isn't like strict like bump diddy style claw hammer. I'm kind of just I'm kind of doing up strokes and down strokes just to kind of fit the rhythm. So I'm not doing like, I'm not doing that kind of claw hammer, just like, just kind of an improvised based on the rhythm of that song. So So doing this, I'll just go through this riff slowly. C, G, D. So I feel like it's kind of hard to see how I'm doing this, so I'm just going to do it slowly a couple more times. And so it's the hammer on, set up the G, and you're kind of just doing a pluck of all of them. And so it's a little bit improvisational too, so don't worry to get it exactly right. You know, it's one of those things where you can just listen to the record a ton and, you know, look at, you know, it's just Neil like chopping style, so. So like any way you want to kind of hit these. And that slide up is going on my pinky on the 3rd fret on the high D, sliding up from 3 to 5. Open on the D string and then strum the D chord. So to show you just how you can, like, you can just kind of chop it down with the pick like any other Neil tune. Like, just kind of getting the cross picking and like the hammer-ons down. So doing it slowly. So that about covers it.